I'm tentative, that's short, I'm losing points, I'm not getting easy points, and pickleball lovers, I'll prove my point right now. Don't forget to have a good day.
I love that big serve, right? It gets that short return. That's what I'm looking for. And when I get that, I win. And when I don't, I lose. So let's go for more on that return. Look how short it was. I got the advantage from day one. Like the senior pro god Mercher, you could return deep and not even have to play another shot. This return was so effective because he went deep at his opponent's backhand in the wind. It's a highly difficult shot, high risk and high reward. So let's get started right now.
Pickleball players return the ball too short. They put too much emphasis on making every ball in, and they need to adapt by growing that game and do it by this shot. This is a tip as well. If you put backspin on that, it makes it that much more difficult.
It really does. Mark returns the ball deep with slice. Any type of heavy spin you can hit will make it more difficult for your opponents to return the ball. I like slice because it stays low and it penetrates through the court. And look how deep that was, right? They had to drive, very tough to drop, and then Mark takes advantage.
This is a general truth. If you're looking at pro players, they return the ball deep. They get a lot of errors. They get shorter balls. It's true. I know. Watch video. Watch the pros that return really hard deep. But if a pro player plays a 4-5 player, that 4-5 player gets crushed. The points are so short, and that's why. Look at tape. I do it all the time. I really do.
Some knowledge for you. David now loves to return deep middle, has taken over $40,000 of lessons from Tony Giannani. I kid you not. Returning deep middle makes your opponents choose. It causes mistakes because it causes confusion, and it doesn't give your opponents angles right. And look how far back David was when he returned. He did this to get forward momentum, and this is actually a technique to get more power on that return because you're moving forward.
Next question, you say, Joey, how do I hit the ball harder and deeper? Looser wrist, looser arm. In tennis and golf, if I want to hit the ball harder, it's looser, right? You're more floppy to generate more torque. That's right. And that's the same thing on serve or anything in life. You try to force something, it never works, does it?
Returning at the forehand, middle sides, backhand works. That's exactly what I did, right? If you could hit this shot every time, do it because it's going to cause the most errors for your opponent, but you could hit it out because it's towards the sideline, so it's a little risky. It does draw a ton of errors, and it is worth going for. Try it in rec play. In a tournament, you're going to be a little tighter. When I'm playing a tournament, I'm hitting down the middle most of the time. I'm lofting it high. Lots of spin. If I get a little looser, I'm going to try for that sideline at the opponent's backhand.
And really, if a 3-5 player, if they're being really aggressive with that return, they can beat a 4-0. I can coach them to do that right now.
Is this a good return? That. It's a little short. It does have spin. So instead of a 4, I'm giving it a 6 because it has spin. It's short but has spin, and I really like spin. One more thing, this is a huge pet peeve of mine. When returners return the ball, they tend to run towards the middle of the court. And as they run towards the middle of the court, there's angles that are open, like that drop cross court, which everyone loves. So I almost got caught on it in this example. Look at these 2 points. Cami serves, plays senior pro, really good player. However, they're trying to target her, right? And that's a technique you can use in rec play. Target the weaker opponent, return hard to them, put pressure on them. It's less area to hit, so maybe you should just go down the middle. But targeting the weaker player is a fair play and it works. What I would tell you at home, go for more on your returns in rec play. Just do it. It's going to help you in a tournament, and you're going to beat some of your friends. You really will.
Pickleball lovers, take a look at that video. It was so good. But let me ask you a question. Do you return the ball deep enough? Do you agree with me, or do you think I'm crazy? I really don't care. And pickleball lovers, don't forget to have a good day and subscribe.